My name is Tibor Loke, and I started as a pilot, F-16 pilot at the Royal Netherlands Air Force. Flew there a couple of missions in the Afghanistan region. Then later I moved to the AWACS. I flew there as an aircraft commander with the NATO AWACS component. Then a couple of years later I moved to Eindhoven, where the Dutch Air Force has their transport fleet, and fly there on the Gulfstream 4. So we work together now with ILIAS on a project that is vital for our operations. The problem we have with operations is that there's a lot of information coming towards us that we need to anticipate on, and the information comes from different systems. And sometimes the information we get is of the same value as within the other systems, but they're not completely synchronized. So we have to look for the right information, make sure it's current or not. And that is a lot of man-hour in order to get the whole picture together. So the problem is what we have is that we don't have the full picture of what's going on, and that's what is very vital for operations, because we need to anticipate even within 24 hours on making decisions. And that's why we started working with ILIAS to get a solution. Well, to come in contact with ILIAS was not as easy initially, because normally people are looking for a solution in the region where solutions are made. In this case, operations, very specific. You have to deal with crew manning, you have to deal with remain overnights elsewhere in the world. It's a very different ball game than a regular logistic flow. And that's why it's initially unusual that you would choose for a company that does only logistics. So what I thought from ILIAS was very nice is that they actually offered their expertise in logistics, and working at Operations Center in Eindhoven, we realized that 90% of the time it's all about logistics. 10% is operations. Of course, 100% is operations. But 90% of that, what we do, is a logistic matter. And that's why ILIAS suggested that their expertise on logistics, they wanted to apply that on operations. And we were really fond of that idea. So after all, smartphones nowadays, they're mainly built by software developers instead of the companies that made phones in the past. And that shows that sometimes solutions don't come in the direction you're normally looking at. They come from a completely different area. Let me say this about ILIAS. Their approach on a complete new way of looking at this problem, we really liked. And this is what you need nowadays in a company, especially in a software company. You need to think outside the box, and you need to look further ahead than just the obvious. And since we didn't think the obvious solution would be the solution, and ILIAS helped us in that thinking process, we had a very good experience in the beginning, and right now we're still having a very good experience continuing working with them to get this product, which is new for them and new for us, on a problem within the operations.